Can we all just say that the greatest burn of 2017 so far is this one line? You shouldn't cling to things that isn't yours. Hana went pure on fucking savage. That was so fucking savage. I mean, what she said to the childhood lolly friend that was clinging to the main male character, that is something, honestly, I would love to see in more manga / anime like this. Like, just, romance manga in general. Childhood friend pops up very clingy, ruin the relationship or being a cock block or whatever. Just seeing Hana state that, saying you shouldn't cling to things that isn't yours, I'm like, yes, just fucking clapping. Just like, that's what I would like to see. And on top of that, when she confronts Mugi and says, you should just tell her straight up that you don't want to be with her. You have no romantic feelings for her. You should just say, no, I don't want nothing to do with you, like in terms of romance. When she said that to the main male character, I'm like, yo. Like, okay, I know these characters, they're scum. Now, I mean, the actual title of the series is called Scum's Wish. Yes, I know. But still, just how that just completely averted the childhood lolly friend character, just threw her to the side and all that. The way this episode did that, I was like, yo, that's what I want to see from manga, taken in a different path. And that's why I was interested in the first episode of Kuzu no Honkai, because it was a seinen. It's going down kind of a slightly different route from what I would normally see from a romance drama series. And now we're seeing this, we're just throwing aside the childhood friend like that, just like, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, yo, this is what I wanted. This is exactly what I wanted. I want to see something different, something that I don't see quite often, and here we go. So, besides that, I just talk about one quick thing here. Does anyone else get that feeling inside of them when they watch this, like, this reminds you of your high school / maybe middle school life? Anyone else get that type of feeling from this series? Because I remember going to high school and seeing the exact same shit, maybe slightly different because this is anime and, anime is not the exact same as real life, but I remember seeing something very similar to the stuff that's going on in this episode in what I saw in high school, and just seeing that alone, I'm like, damn, this is interesting. And I mean, obviously not everybody's gonna relate to the series like I do, because I mean, everybody has different experiences with their life, everyone has a different path they take with school or whatever, but I mean, this episode reminded me so much of some of the shit I saw in high school growing up, and I'm like, this is automatically a plus for me. I mean, if I can relate with this series, that automatically makes my engagement with the series, wanting to know more about the series and see where it goes, even more greater. Like, I want to know what's going to happen next, and that's what I'm getting from the series with this second episode, because it reminds me of my high school life. I can appreciate how realistic in some ways this series is, but also, I love how it tries to go around these normal cliches you see in romance drama series. They throw them to the side and try to do it in a different way, especially with what's going on with our main male character and main female character. And in this episode, it's clear as day that our main female character, Hana, she is gaining some, I'm not saying a lot, but some feelings for the guy. And you even you see that when she's in this episode, you see how she says, like, oh, he's acting like my real boyfriend, or how she's like, oh, like, she said his name while, she should be thinking about Big Bro, the person she's had a crush on for a while now, like the teacher. You'd think she would say that and imagine him, but in reality, she was actually thinking of the dude she's currently going out with, and it shows that she is starting to develop feelings, and the way this is going about it is actually something you would see from a normal relationship, regardless of how it is. Some people, even if you try to fake it, sometimes you could fake it until, you eventually, it actually feels like it's real. And that's what's going on here. You have it to where Hana, she's been faking this relationship with Mugi, the main male character. Mugi's doing the exact same thing, and she's starting to feel feelings for him because, I mean, she's been faking it for a bit, and, the whole reason why she's been doing this is just because she wants to, kind of wallow in her misery because she's just so jealous that she can never be with the one she loves. And so right now, she's just being with this guy, just, being in a relationship with him, just to, be in a relationship, just to wallow in misery. And when you see the way she's starting to develop feelings for him, it makes sense. You spend enough time with a person, you're going to get to understand them. You're going to get to see how they are when they're not normally in, an environment with school. You're going to get to see what they normally don't show to others, and that's what Hana's been seeing. She's been seeing sides to Mugi that nobody else sees, but on top of that, though, she can relate with him quite a bit. It's not just a situation where it's a one-sided relationship. Both sides are kind of together just to be in a way to where they don't feel as miserable as they already do, because they can never be with the one they love. And so they can both, understand each other. They know how each other feels. And with the way they can connect like this, she's starting to develop feelings, like this bond towards him. And you see that towards the end of the episode, how she states this, like in her mind, she's like, he's treating me like an actual real boyfriend. And I feel like the way this is going, judging by the comments in, the first episode, first impressions I made, I'm going to assume that the relationship is not going to work out that well. I'm assuming so. And I guess that's this type of series. It's a series that has a lot of breakups. It's a series that probably has it to where you think this relationship is going to work out and it's not going to work out. I feel like something like that most likely is going to happen. Like, this is what type of series we're currently watching. And I'm completely fine with that. I would love more series to be like that. I would love series to have it to where characters get together, they break up, they find someone new. That's what happens in real life. Let's just be point blank here. Let's just be completely honest with each other. In real life, when you get in a relationship with someone, you're gonna get in a relationship, you're gonna have breakups. That's the common stuff that you see. And this right here, that is what exactly happens. Like, she develops feelings for this guy, but then, he's like, no, I don't really want to be with you. I still have feelings for, the person I grew up with, the teacher, this girl I like. That makes sense, because, it's like what you would see in real life. And if she gets turned down, I'm like, okay, she can move on to someone else. And at the end of the episode, that also complicates the entirety of the situation too. And I will say right now, that final part of the episode 2 to be exact, caught me by surprise, but at the same time, it didn't. But what did catch me by surprise about that was just because it happened. But it was not the fact that I didn't see it coming. Let me get, that out there. Let me explain. So, in the episode, there was key signs that there was some Yuri undertones going on throughout this episode, especially with, Hana and her, friend, her actual girlfriend. And you saw these Yuri vibes coming off. And I honestly see this quite a bit when I watch any type of romance series. You'll see something like this. You'll see, like, Yuri baiting. And when I saw this episode, I'm like, oh, nothing's gonna come out of that, because, that's usually what you see. And at the end of the episode, when it actually does happen, I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, that's like, okay, so it wasn't just fucking baiting me, thinking, oh, it's just Yuri baiting. No, it actually happened. The friend of Hana kissed her on her fucking bed. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, that just fucking happened. That's gonna complicate the relationship between those two right off the bat. On top of that, she's in a relationship with Mugi. Even though she doesn't love him, like, completely yet, still, she's in a relationship, so that's going to complicate things right then and there. That's not even factoring in her feelings for the teacher, so this relationship automatically makes all of this drama so much more complicated, and I wonder how it's going to handle these controversial themes right now. Kuzu no Honkai is already controversial as fuck. Many were diving in and talking about how this series can really piss you off because of the way the relationships are handled, and I can understand that. It's a type of series that is something not many people want to see in any type of literature, because, it's something that can piss someone off. Look at how, the two characters got together in the first episode, and the way that was handled. It's in a way that's just like, holy shit, the title really fits. Scum's Wish. And then on top of that, in this episode, the way they're, acting, and how, Mugi, he was thinking about the person he loves while he was doing sexual acts with Hana. You're like, yeah, you can see how they're kind of scumbags, but at the same time, though, you're like, this is stuff that does happen in high school. It does. This legit does. I've seen it. I have actually seen shit like this happen. People talking about all sorts of stuff in high school, and this just, yeah, it blows me away. Now, obviously, like I already stated in this video, not everybody's going to relate to the series like I do, because everybody has different experiences in their life, and not everybody's going to have the exact same thing. However, I feel like there's many out there that have seen stuff like this, will be able to understand what I'm saying, and how this is very relatable, or you can understand where some of the characters are coming from, or you might have a different viewpoint from the characters of how they could possibly handle these situations. Like, I love that scene in this episode when Hana, our main female character, she gets asked by her friends for advice, like romantic advice, and she, in her mind, she's like, I don't understand them, but I don't understand why she's acting like this, because you know, I'm in a worser position. But the way she's like, she doesn't want to choose someone, but then I'm like this, she's like, that's weird. Like, it's really weird how she's thinking her mind. It's like, she doesn't know who to choose. She doesn't want to make the, wrong decision. But she's like, in my mind, I'm with someone, but instantly I would leave this man to go for the person I want. And she's like, I'm probably worse off. Like, I'm a scum compared to, you know, what they're going through right now. And you just see how she's like, she can't really completely understand her situation, but she realizes she's doing something even worse than she is. And I just love that advice going on between the girls now. They were discussing that, because that is something I've normally not seen from a romance drama. I just don't see shit like that normally done, especially the way it was handled. Now, getting off of the plot and the characters, let's just talk about the art style for a sec, okay? I talked about it in my first impressions, and I want to talk about it once again. The art style of this series fits so well. As I stated, the art style reminds me of an animated manga. That's exactly what it is. Now, obviously, there's manga anime adaptations. Yes, I know. But what I'm talking about when I talk about, like, it reminds me of an animated manga, it just, the way the art and animation's done, it looks like panels are passing on the screen. And it doesn't feel like it's lazy either, like they're trying to cut the budget or whatever. Just the way the panels are done, with the way the scenes pop up, and it just looks like animated manga panels, I like the way that is done. I really like the choice of art style for this series. It really fits the tone and theme of the series, and I'm really glad they're going down this path with Kuzu no Honkai, and I just cannot express enough how much I truly appreciate the art style and animation of the series. I'm not saying it's the best art or animation of this anime season of Winter of Anime 2017, however, it's definitely one of my personal favorites. Not the best, but one of my personal favorites. So yeah, episode overall of this series, enjoyable. I had a lot of fun watching, you know, the show. I mean, many might not like this series because of how controversial it can be, especially maybe towards the end, and maybe how there's a lot of sexual acts in the series. It's definitely not going to be a series for everyone, but it's definitely something I am enjoying so far and love watching. I mean, it's something, honestly, should piss me off, which it probably will piss me off quite a bit, but it's a series I want to know what's going to happen, because the way it's done, it's in a way, it's so realistic. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I love you all so much. You have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.